Are you ready to unlock a life of unprecedented success? A life where limitations crumble and dreams materialize? It all starts with embracing the uncomfortable. Success isn't a destination. It's a relentless journey of growth, a dance with challenges and a constant leap into the unknown. It demands that you shed your comfort zone like an old skin and step boldly into the arena of discomfort. Think about it. Every significant achievement in history, every groundbreaking invention, every monumental feat was born from the crucible of challenge. The greatest breakthroughs arise not from complacency, but from the burning desire to overcome obstacles. Resilience is the bedrock of success. It's the unwavering ability to bounce back from setbacks, to learn from failures, and to rise stronger each time you fall. It's not about avoiding the stumbles, it's about mastering the art of getting back up. Consider John, a young entrepreneur who poured his heart and soul into his first business venture. He envisioned a revolutionary product that would disrupt the market and change the world. He worked tirelessly, sacrificing sleep, social life, and personal time, all in pursuit of his dream. But despite his unwavering dedication, his business faced unforeseen challenges. The market proved more competitive than he anticipated, and his product struggled to gain traction. He encountered countless rejections, funding dried up, and his initial enthusiasm began to wane. Many would have given up at this point, succumbing to the weight of adversity. But John possessed an unyielding spirit, a deep-seated belief in his vision. He refused to let failure define him. He analyzed his mistakes, sought advice from mentors, and adapted his strategy. He refined his product, improved his marketing, and relentlessly pursued new opportunities. He turned every setback into a learning experience, every obstacle into a stepping stone, and slowly, painstakingly, his efforts began to bear fruit. He secured a crucial partnership, gained a loyal customer base, and his business started to gain momentum. He transformed his initial failure into a resounding success story, proving that resilience is the ultimate key to overcoming adversity. Continuous learning is the fuel that powers success. The world is in constant flux, and those who fail to adapt and evolve are destined to be left behind. Embrace a growth mindset, cultivate a thirst for knowledge, and never stop seeking ways to improve. Mary, a seasoned marketing executive, understood the importance of continuous learning. She had achieved considerable success in her field, but she recognized that the marketing landscape was rapidly changing. New technologies, platforms, and strategies were constantly emerging, and she knew that she needed to stay ahead of the curve. Instead of resting on her laurels, Mary embraced a lifelong learning journey. She attended industry conferences, enrolled in online courses, and devoured books and articles on the latest marketing trends. She actively sought out new challenges and opportunities to experiment with emerging technologies. She wasn't afraid to step outside of her comfort zone and try new things, even if it meant risking failure. She understood that failure was an inevitable part of the learning process, and that it provided valuable insights that could be used to improve her skills and strategies. As a result of her commitment to continuous learning, Mary remained at the forefront of her industry. She consistently delivered innovative and effective marketing campaigns, and she was highly sought after by clients and employers alike. She proved that continuous learning is not just a nice to have, it's a necessity for anyone who wants to thrive in today's rapidly changing world. Taking action is the bridge that connects dreams to reality. Ideas are worthless without execution. Don't let fear of failure paralyze you. Embrace imperfection, take calculated risks, and start moving forward, even if it's just one small step at a time. John, after facing initial setbacks with his business, realized that he needed to take decisive action to turn things around. He couldn't afford to sit back and wait for things to magically improve. He needed to be proactive and make things happen. He started by identifying the key areas where his business was struggling. He analyzed his sales data, customer feedback, and market trends to pinpoint the root causes of his problems. He then developed a detailed action plan, outlining the specific steps he needed to take to address each issue. He didn't wait for the perfect moment or for all the stars to align. He knew that perfection was an illusion, and that the best way to learn was by doing. He started taking action immediately, even if it meant making mistakes along the way. He reached out to potential partners, pitched his product to new customers, and implemented new marketing strategies. He tracked his progress closely and made adjustments as needed. He was relentless in his pursuit of success, and he refused to let anything stand in his way. His unwavering commitment to taking action paid off. He secured new partnerships, attracted new customers, and his business started to gain traction. He transformed his initial struggles into a thriving enterprise, proving that action is the catalyst that turns dreams into reality. Self-belief is the unwavering conviction in your own abilities. It's the inner voice that tells you I can even when the world says you can't. Nurture your self-belief, silence the inner critic, and surround yourself with people who believe in you. Mary, despite her impressive accomplishments, sometimes struggled with self-doubt. She would question her abilities, worry about making mistakes, and compare herself to others. She knew that these negative thoughts were holding her back, and that she needed to cultivate a stronger sense of self-belief. She started by practicing positive self-talk. She would consciously replace negative thoughts with positive affirmations. She would remind herself of her past successes and focus on her strengths. She would also visualize herself achieving her goals, which helped to boost her confidence. She also sought out mentors and role models who believed in her. She surrounded herself with people who encouraged her, supported her, and challenged her to grow. She learned from their experiences and adopted their positive mindsets. Over time, Mary's self-belief grew stronger. She became more confident in her abilities, more willing to take risks, and more resilient in the face of adversity. She achieved even greater success in her career, and she inspired others to believe in themselves as well. She proved that self-belief is the foundation upon which all great achievements are built. Passion is the fuel that ignites success. It's the burning desire that drives you to work tirelessly, to overcome obstacles, and to pursue your goals with unwavering enthusiasm. Find your passion, cultivate it, and let it guide you on your journey. John discovered his passion for entrepreneurship early in life. He was fascinated by the idea of creating something new, solving problems, and making a positive impact on the world. He spent his free time brainstorming ideas, researching markets, and developing business plans. He knew that entrepreneurship was not easy, but he was drawn to the challenge. He loved the idea of being his own boss, setting his own goals, and building something from the ground up. He was willing to work hard, take risks, and learn from his mistakes. His passion for entrepreneurship fueled his unwavering dedication to his business. He worked long hours, sacrificed personal time, and invested his own money into his venture. He never gave up, even when faced with setbacks and challenges. His passion was contagious. He inspired his employees, attracted investors, and built a loyal customer base. He created a company culture that was driven by innovation, creativity, and a shared commitment to making a difference. John's success was a direct result of his passion. He proved that when you love what you do, you're more likely to work harder, persevere through challenges, and achieve your goals. He inspired others to find their passions and pursue them with unwavering enthusiasm. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a stepping stone on the path to success. Embrace failure as a learning opportunity. Analyze your mistakes and use them to improve your strategies. Don't let fear of failure hold you back from taking risks and pursuing your dreams. Mary viewed failure as an inevitable part of the learning process. She understood that everyone makes mistakes, and that the key to success is to learn from those mistakes and use them to improve. She wasn't afraid to take risks, even if it meant risking failure. She approached failure with a growth mindset. She viewed it as an opportunity to learn, grow, and develop new skills. She would analyze her mistakes, identify the root causes, and develop strategies to prevent them from happening again. She also shared her failures with others. She believed that by being open and honest about her mistakes, she could help others learn from her experiences. She created a safe space for her team to experiment, take risks, and learn from their failures. Mary's willingness to embrace failure allowed her to innovate and experiment without fear of judgment. She developed new marketing strategies, launched new products, and entered new markets. She achieved remarkable success, not in spite of her failures, but because of them. She proved that failure is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of courage, resilience, and a commitment to continuous improvement. Embrace the power of visualization. See yourself achieving your goals, feel the emotions of success, and believe that you are capable of anything you set your mind to. Your thoughts create your reality. John used visualization techniques to help him overcome challenges and achieve his goals. He would spend time each day visualizing himself succeeding in his business. He would imagine himself closing deals, launching new products, and building a thriving company. He would focus on the positive emotions associated with success. He would feel the excitement of achieving his goals, the satisfaction of making a difference, and the gratitude for the opportunities he had been given. He believed that visualization helped him to stay focused, motivated, and confident. It also helped him to identify and overcome potential obstacles. By visualizing himself succeeding, he was able to create a mental blueprint for success. John's visualization techniques paid off. He achieved his goals, built a successful business, and made a positive impact on the world. He proved that the power of visualization can be a powerful tool for achieving success in any area of life. Cultivate a strong network of mentors, advisors, and supporters. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, challenge you to grow, and provide you with guidance and support along the way. Mary understood the importance of having a strong network of mentors, advisors, and supporters. She actively sought out people who could provide her with guidance, advice, and encouragement. She built relationships with industry leaders, experienced entrepreneurs, and successful professionals. She wasn't afraid to ask for help. She would reach out to her network when she faced challenges, needed advice, or simply wanted to brainstorm ideas. She valued their insights and perspectives, and she was always willing to learn from their experiences. She also made an effort to give back to her network. She would offer her expertise, share her resources, and provide support to others. She believed that building a strong network was a two-way street and that it was important to be both a giver and a receiver. Mary's strong network played a crucial role in her success. Her mentors provided her with valuable guidance and advice, her advisors helped her to make informed decisions, and her supporters encouraged her to persevere through challenges. She proved that building a strong network is essential for anyone who wants to achieve their goals. Embrace the power of gratitude. Take time each day to appreciate the good things in your life, both big and small. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, fostering a positive mindset and attracting more abundance into your life. John made gratitude a daily practice. He would start each day by listing 3 things he was grateful for. He would appreciate his health, his family, his friends, and the opportunities he had been given. He also expressed gratitude to others. He would thank his employees for their hard work, his customers for their loyalty, and his mentors for their guidance. He believed that expressing gratitude was a powerful way to build relationships and foster a positive work environment. John's gratitude practice helped him to stay grounded, focused, and motivated. It also helped him to appreciate the simple things in life and to find joy in the present moment. He proved that gratitude is not just a nice to have, it's a powerful tool for attracting more abundance and happiness into your life. Develop a strong work ethic. Success requires hard work, dedication, and perseverance. Be willing to put in the time and effort required to achieve your goals. There are no shortcuts to success. Mary had a reputation for her strong work ethic. She was known for her dedication, her attention to detail, and her willingness to go the extra mile. She understood that success required hard work, and she was willing to put in the time and effort required to achieve her goals. She wasn't afraid to take on challenging projects, work long hours, or make sacrifices. She was driven by a desire to excel, to make a difference, and to contribute to the success of her company. Her strong work ethic paid off. She consistently delivered high-quality work, exceeded expectations, and earned the respect of her colleagues and clients. She was promoted quickly, given more responsibility, and recognized for her contributions. Mary's success was a direct result of her strong work ethic. She proved that hard work, dedication, and perseverance are essential for achieving success in any field. She inspired others to develop a strong work ethic and to strive for excellence in everything they do. Embrace the power of consistency. Success is not a one-time event. It's the result of consistent effort over time. Stay focused on your goals. Maintain a consistent routine and never give up on your dreams. John understood the importance of consistency. He knew that success required consistent effort over time, and that it was important to stay focused on his goals and maintain a consistent routine. He developed a daily routine that included time for work, exercise, learning, and relaxation. He stuck to his routine even when he was busy, stressed, or tired. He knew that consistency was key to maintaining momentum and achieving his goals. He also maintained a consistent focus on his goals. He would review his goals regularly, track his progress, and make adjustments as needed. He never lost sight of his vision, and he never gave up on his dreams. John's consistency paid off. He achieved his goals, built a successful business, and made a positive impact on the world. He proved that consistency is a powerful tool for achieving success in any area of life. Develop a growth mindset. Believe that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. Embrace challenges, learn from your mistakes, and never stop seeking ways to improve. Mary embraced a growth mindset. She believed that her abilities and intelligence could be developed through dedication and hard work. She wasn't afraid of challenges, and she viewed mistakes as learning opportunities. She actively sought out new challenges and opportunities to learn and grow. She would attend conferences, take courses, and read books on a variety of topics. She was always looking for ways to improve her skills and knowledge. She also embraced feedback. She would actively solicit feedback from her colleagues, clients, and mentors. She used feedback to identify areas where she could improve and to develop strategies for growth. Mary's growth mindset allowed her to adapt to change, overcome challenges, and achieve remarkable success. She proved that a growth mindset is essential for anyone who wants to thrive in today's rapidly changing world. Embrace the power of discipline. Discipline is the ability to do what you need to do, even when you don't feel like doing it. It's the foundation of all great achievements. John understood the importance of discipline. He knew that success required discipline, and that it was important to develop the ability to do what he needed to do, even when he didn't feel like doing it. He developed a set of habits and routines that helped him to stay disciplined. He would wake up early, exercise regularly, and work on his goals every day. He avoided distractions, stayed focused on his priorities, and never procrastinated. He also held himself accountable. He would track his progress, set deadlines, and reward himself for achieving his goals. He knew that accountability was key to staying disciplined and achieving success. John's discipline paid off. He achieved his goals, built a successful business, and made a positive impact on the world. He proved that discipline is the foundation of all great achievements. Embrace the power of focus. Focus is the ability to concentrate on one task at a time without getting distracted. It's essential for productivity and success. Mary understood the importance of focus. She knew that success required focus, and that it was important to develop the ability to concentrate on one task at a time without getting distracted. She developed a set of strategies to help her stay focused. She would eliminate distractions, set clear goals, and break down large tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. She would also take breaks regularly to avoid burnout. She also practiced mindfulness. She would focus on her breath, observe her thoughts and feelings, and stay present in the moment. She believed that mindfulness helped her to stay focused, calm, and productive. Mary's focus allowed her to accomplish more in less time. She was able to complete her work efficiently, meet deadlines, and exceed expectations. She proved that focus is essential for productivity and success. Embrace the power of persistence. Persistence is the ability to keep going, even when things get tough. It's the key to overcoming obstacles and achieving your goals. John understood the importance of persistence. He knew that success required persistence, and that it was important to keep going, even when things got tough. He faced many challenges and setbacks on his journey to success. He experienced failures, rejections, and disappointments, but he never gave up. He learned from his mistakes, adapted his strategies, and kept moving forward. He believed that persistence was the key to overcoming obstacles and achieving his goals. He knew that if he kept working hard, learning from his mistakes, and never giving up, he would eventually succeed. John's persistence paid off. He achieved his goals, built a successful business, and made a positive impact on the world. He proved that persistence is the key to overcoming obstacles and achieving your goals. Embrace the power of courage. Courage is the ability to act in the face of fear. It's essential for taking risks, pursuing your dreams, and living a fulfilling life. Mary understood the importance of courage. She knew that success required courage and that it was important to develop the ability to act in the face of fear. She faced many fears on her journey to success. She was afraid of failure, rejection, and criticism. But she didn't let her fears hold her back. She confronted her fears, took risks, and pursued her dreams. She believed that courage was essential for taking risks, pursuing her dreams, and living a fulfilling life. She knew that if she wanted to achieve her goals, she had to be willing to step outside of her comfort zone and face her fears. Mary's courage paid off. She achieved her goals, built a successful career, and lived a fulfilling life. She proved that courage is essential for taking risks, pursuing your dreams, and living a fulfilling life. Embrace the power of action. Action is the bridge between dreams and reality. Don't just think about your goals. Take action to achieve them. John understood the importance of action. The pursuit of a meaningful existence, is often portrayed as a linear ascent, a steady climb towards a summit of achievement and contentment. However, the reality is far more nuanced. A landscape marked by valleys of despair, treacherous slopes of uncertainty, and unexpected storms that threaten to knock us off course. It is in navigating these challenges, in confronting the inherent difficulties of life, that we truly discover our strength, resilience, and the depth of our potential. The allure of comfort is a powerful siren song, whispering promises of ease and security. It beckons us to remain within the familiar confines of our routines, to avoid risks, and to settle for a life that is safe, predictable, and ultimately unfulfilling. To succumb to this temptation is to stagnate, to allow our minds and spirits to atrophy, and to forfeit the opportunity to experience the richness and vibrancy that life has to offer. True growth, the kind that shapes us into more capable, compassionate, and fulfilled individuals, invariably arises from discomfort. It is in pushing ourselves beyond our perceived limits, in venturing into the unknown, that we discover hidden reserves of strength and resilience. It is in confronting our fears, in embracing challenges, that we expand our horizons and unlock new possibilities. The path to success is rarely smooth or straightforward. It is often fraught with obstacles, setbacks, and moments of profound doubt. There will be times when we feel overwhelmed, when the weight of our responsibilities seems unbearable, and when the temptation to give up is almost overwhelming. It is in these moments of adversity that our true character is revealed. Do we succumb to despair, allowing our fears to dictate our actions, or do we summon the courage to persevere, to learn from our mistakes, and to emerge from the crucible of hardship stronger and more resilient than before? Resilience is not an innate quality. It is a skill that is honed through experience, a muscle that is strengthened through repeated use. It is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to adapt to changing circumstances, and to maintain a positive outlook in the face of adversity. It is the unwavering belief in our own capabilities, the conviction that we can overcome any obstacle, no matter how daunting it may seem. Continuous learning is another essential ingredient in the recipe for a fulfilling life. The world is constantly evolving, and those who remain stagnant, who cling to outdated beliefs and practices, risk becoming irrelevant. To thrive in this dynamic environment, we must embrace a mindset of lifelong learning, constantly seeking new knowledge, skills, and perspectives. This does not necessarily mean pursuing formal education. It can also involve reading books, attending workshops, engaging in conversations with people from diverse backgrounds, and simply being open to new experiences. The key is to cultivate a thirst for knowledge, a desire to understand the world around us, and a willingness to adapt to changing circumstances. But knowledge alone is not enough. It must be translated into action. Ideas without execution are merely fantasies, dreams that never materialize. To achieve our goals, we must take deliberate, consistent action, even when we feel afraid or uncertain. This requires discipline, perseverance, and a willingness to step outside of our comfort zones. It also requires a clear understanding of our goals and a well-defined plan for achieving them. Without a clear sense of direction, we risk wandering aimlessly, wasting our time and energy on activities that do not contribute to our overall objectives. Self-belief is the cornerstone of all achievement. If we do not believe in ourselves, if we doubt our ability to succeed, we are unlikely to even attempt to pursue our goals. Self-doubt is an insidious enemy, whispering negative thoughts into our minds, undermining our confidence, and paralyzing our actions. To overcome self-doubt, we must cultivate a strong sense of self-worth, recognizing our unique strengths and talents. We must also learn to challenge negative thoughts, replacing them with positive affirmations and realistic assessments of our capabilities. Passion is the fuel that drives us forward, the fire that ignites our creativity and inspires us to overcome obstacles. When we are passionate about something, we are willing to invest our time, energy, and resources into it, even when the going gets tough. Passion provides us with a sense of purpose, a reason to get out of bed each morning and to pursue our goals with unwavering determination. To discover our passion, we must explore our interests, experiment with different activities, and pay attention to what excites us, what makes us feel alive. We must also be willing to take risks, to step outside of our comfort zones and to pursue our dreams, even when others tell us that they are impossible. Finally, we must embrace failure as a stepping stone to success. Failure is an inevitable part of life, a learning opportunity disguised as a setback. It is in our failures that we discover our weaknesses, identify areas for improvement, and develop the resilience to overcome future challenges. To fear failure is to limit our potential, to prevent ourselves from taking risks and pursuing our dreams. Instead, we must embrace failure as a valuable learning experience, analyzing our mistakes, adjusting our strategies, and moving forward with renewed determination. The journey of life is not a sprint, it is a marathon. It requires endurance, perseverance, and a willingness to embrace the challenges that come our way. It is in confronting these challenges, in pushing ourselves beyond our limits, that we discover our true potential and create a life that is both meaningful and fulfilling. The path may be difficult, but the rewards are immeasurable. The choice is ours to succumb to the allure of comfort and settle for a life of mediocrity, or to embrace the challenges, to pursue our dreams with passion and determination, and to create a life that is truly extraordinary. The story of Johns, a young aspiring entrepreneur, serves as a powerful illustration of these principles. John had always dreamed of starting his own business, but he was paralyzed by fear. He worried about failing, about losing his savings, and about what others would think of him. He spent months researching different business ideas, but he never took the plunge. One day, John met Mary's, a successful businesswoman who had overcome numerous obstacles to achieve her goals. Mary shared her story with John, telling him about the challenges she had faced, the mistakes she had made, and the lessons she had learned. She encouraged John to take a risk, to step outside of his comfort zone, and to pursue his dreams with passion and determination. Inspired by Mary's story, John finally decided to take the plunge. He quit his job, invested his savings in a small business, and began working tirelessly to make his dream a reality. The early days were difficult. John faced numerous setbacks, made countless mistakes, and often felt overwhelmed. But he refused to give up. He learned from his mistakes, adapted his strategies, and persevered through the challenges. Slowly but surely, John's business began to grow. He attracted new customers, expanded his product line, and built a loyal following. Eventually, John's business became a resounding success. He achieved his financial goals, gained the respect of his peers, and found a sense of purpose and fulfillment that he had never experienced before. John's story is a testament to the power of embracing challenges, cultivating resilience, and pursuing our dreams with passion and determination. It is a reminder that true success is not about avoiding hardship, but about learning from our mistakes, adapting to changing circumstances, and persevering through the challenges that come our way. It is a call to action, urging us to step outside of our comfort zones, to take risks, and to create a life that is both meaningful and fulfilling.